Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is loaded with Dutch oven and crock pot recipes. We're making and decorating Christmas cookies, we're making a Dutch apple pie, and I've even got 2 unboxings for you today, so stick around. Right now I'm putting together a homemade chicken and veggie matzo ball soup recipe. We celebrate the Jewish holidays in our house, so matzo ball soup is a holiday staple. My daughter wasn't feeling well this day, so she asked me to make this soup for her. Of course, I was willing, and it turned out amazing as usual. It's so simple and yet one of my favorites. I'll have the recipe for you in the description below. I'll be back here periodically to guide you through the video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you do decide to make this recipe, make sure to take the chicken out of the stock pot and let it sit long enough to cool to the point that you can start chopping it up. My chicken here still had a little steam coming off of it, but it wasn't too hot. It sat for about 15 minutes uncovered. And you can see here that I have a little discard bowl for the bones, the skin, or any unedible pieces. When you make the matzo balls, they need to be about the size of a silver dollar when they go into the water because they will expand. And here's what they look like after they've cooked for about 15 minutes. This soup turned out perfect. Alright, so Ken made this beautiful pot roast with pepperoncinis in there. And it's nice and kind of spicy. The meat still tastes like the meat, but it's very good. Mississippi style, he said. And I just made, well, he made the peas to go with it. I made the gravy out of the drippings, and I usually make the gravy. So there's peas, and there's going to be these potatoes, and that is what will be for dinner tonight. If you guys want a recipe, let me know, and I will share it in the description below. Alright, so my husband bought this. Apparently I did not know about it, but we're going to go ahead and unbox it right now. I'm kind of cheating because I've already seen it, but I'm going to show you what he got. This is a product by Sakuchi, I guess is how you say it. But anyway, it is a dish drying rack, and I guess he got it for right here because this area right here is where we put all our dishes and stuff. We used to have a dish rack here, but our son is using it, so I guess we're gonna give that to him for his apartment. But let's see what it looks like. Looks like we're going to be putting this together here on the countertop. Let's put this together now, and we'll surprise him when he gets out of work. Let's see. So this is the drain board right here. This, of course, is it's pretty self-explanatory. It fits in here like that. It's got separate pieces. All right, let's look at the instructions. It's a water outlet. Let's turn this around. this water outlet. All right, so this gives it a little spout, and then it goes, the water goes into the pan here, drips through here, comes out through here, and it goes into your sink. These sugar cookies unfortunately didn't come out as well as I would have liked them to because they lost their shape from being too warm. Ken reminded me to freeze the dough first and then cut it to lay it on the pan before using the cutters, and then they can be baked while they're still a little bit frozen. In any case, I haven't decorated cookies in a pretty long time, and my next batch will definitely be Hanukkah cookies.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. For every year this Christmas tree brings to us such joy and glee. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging, a symbol of goodwill and love. You'll ever be unchanging, each shining light, each silver bell, no one alive spreads cheer so well. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging.
So, Ken surprised me with this new crock pot. We were looking at 2 different brands and the Ninja one. We've been needing a new crock pot now for a while, and during one of our trips to Walmart recently, I noticed this one. I told Ken at that time that if I were to choose one, it would either be by the crock pot brand or Ninja, because we've had both brands in our home for so many years and we've trusted them. We had gone to Walmart this week, and even though it was an impulse buy, I think we made the right choice. This is an 8.5 quart pot. It has a digital display and is actually pretty lightweight despite its size. It's easy to use, and I know that we will get a lot of use out of this over the years. After cleaning the pot, it was time to get ready for dinner this night. We decided to make a chicken dish with frozen chicken breasts, a jar of salsa, a small can of green chilies, and some Colby Jack cheese. Ken also added a little chicken broth to the pot during the day while I was at work, and it kept it moist, and the chicken was super tender when we were ready to eat. I decided to shred it up in the pot with a couple of forks, and then let it continue to stay warm until dinner time. If you have a small kitchen, then you know that there's just not enough countertop space. Do you have to clean up as you're going when you cook? This is a mindset that I had to adopt a long time ago because we've never had a large kitchen in any place we've lived. So keeping a tidy space not only creates a calm environment, but it also gives you room to work while you're still cooking. It was a busy week, so there were more dishes than I realized here. So it took about 20 minutes to get it all done. And now, after the meal has been cooking for about 6 hours, it's time to add the cheese. I was pretty liberal with the cheese here because I know how much my family enjoys it. I then added a little salt and let it keep warm until dinner. We eat at about 5 p.m. and I added the cheese at around 4:30. And of course, every cook must try their own food and do a taste test. I had decided to take a bit more to allow it to cool for my dinner, and I have to say, this is probably one of the best crock pot meals that I've made. After the meal was over, there was plenty left, so I took out 2 freezer containers and filled them up for TV dinners to be eaten over the weekend. Ken loves having rice as a side dish, so he made some to go with the chicken, and it was the perfect addition. I highly recommend it. Also, because this is pretty much a Mexican dish, it goes great with some sour cream on top. It added that creamy texture that it would have been lacking without it. Now, Ken and I are making another Dutch apple pie with a leftover crust from Thanksgiving. If you use the Duncan Hines can of apples, you'll get a Dutch apple pie recipe on the back. This is the same one that I followed. I had to bake the crust first for about 7 minutes and then let it cool, and once it was cooled, I filled it with the apple filling, and Ken made the Dutch crumble that went on top. Once I added the crumble, we baked the pie for 45 minutes, and it came out perfect. The pie turned out so well, and even though it had been sitting out for about 20 minutes, it was still pretty warm when I cut it. Ken let it sit for about another hour before he dug in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please leave it a like, and if you like this content, be sure to subscribe so that you can get all the notifications for my new videos. Tonight I leave you as I light the candle for the first night of Hanukkah. Tonight starts day 1. Let this light be a reminder to us to let our light shine in this dark world, and may we be a blessing to others and show them the love of God. Have a great week, everyone. Until next time.